I love this part of the show because it just showcases our Jamaicans in the world doing great things, doing big things. And you can be the next Jamaican that we link up in the Diaspora Link Up. Now, hailing from Prospect, Clarendon, our next guest is a powerhouse in empowering women and has made her mark across Canada, the US, and Jamaica. With, of course, working with top brands like global brands like Adidas, Grace Kennedy, and Heineken, and even Microsoft. Now, she is a leader in her field, and she's here to share her story with us today, this morning, right here on Sunrise. Welcome, Kimesha Walters, CEO of Oasis Integrated Communications, right here on Diaspora Link Up. Good morning, Kimesha.
Good morning.
How are you?
Hi, good morning.
You know, so Kimesha have our flag. Kimesha, come up with
one thing about a Jamaican in the diaspora, they're gonna have a flag.
Yeah.
Like, how did you know I was Jamaican?
Yeah, tell me I'm Jamaican without, tell me you're Jamaican without saying you're Jamaican. But Kimesha, good morning to you. And of course, where are you right now?
Well, thank you so much. Good morning to you. I am absolutely fantastic. And right now, I am in Toronto, Canada.
Nice.
Lovely, wonderful, wonderful to all the Canadians, eh? Jamaican Canadians.
Holy cow.
Yeah, good morning to you. Now, Kimesha, you know, after Oasis Integrated Communications is your line of business, but before you empower women, tell me about starting in Jamaica and then moving overseas to really take over the world.
Prospect.
Yeah, the girl from Prospect.
Okay, absolutely. I'm happy you said that. So I'm from a community called Prospect. It's kind of like in the middle of the island. It's amazing. It's a place where it's so quiet. You know, you feel the closeness of the community. But there were many times when it felt like it was a place where it was difficult to be inspired. It was easy to be discouraged. It's a place that I love immensely, but it's humble beginnings, and there are so many things about that community that have groomed me into the person that I am today. So that's where it all started. Career-wise, I had my start at the Gleaner in Jamaica, and it was quite fascinating being a journalist and learning brand storytelling, learning to connect with people, and learning to tell powerful stories in a way that really resonated. So that led into my field of strategic communications, and it's been an incredibly amazing journey.
In speaking of your journey, what are some of the aspects of your upbringing in Clarendon and coming to Kingston that made you feel I can make it abroad? Like, I can make it anywhere. Drop me in America, drop me in Canada, I can make it.
I think that would be something about my innate curiosity. I've always been somebody who loved to ask questions. I love having a real connection. I love speaking with people. I'm adventurous. I'm always looking for something fascinating, exciting to do that can add more flavor to the life that I'm living. So I think that would have been it. Also, coming from my background in Prospect, we have many powerhouses. You know, we have business leaders. We had somebody from Prospect being featured on Oprah, who is my cousin Marvadine Anderson, right? And the tallest teenager in the world. So there were things there that there were these little nuggets of inspiration that popped up at different points. And of course, if you're smart, you know which ones to hold on to. And besides that, when I went to my primary school there, Prospect Primary, I had phenomenal teachers who guided me, who saw the skills and the talent that I had even before I recognized them myself. So they helped to groom me and helped to instill that confidence. I would say in many ways, they were an enabler of my greatness. And they showed me that there are no limits. You are amazing. You can do amazing things. So don't put a limit on yourself. And that carried me through my entire life.
You know, Kimesha, one of the things that I always find fascinating is how someone like you take up yourself, go to Canada, and like, I'm sure there are communications specialists for Stone Dog, but you say, I'm going to go.
And stand out.
And I'm going to do it. I'm going to set up my business there, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to succeed. You're never afraid. You're never afraid.
Wow. Well, years ago, I made the decision that I want to live, not merely survive. So that's first of all. And then the other thing is I came across this video a few years ago of Bob Proctor, who I adopted as my mentor from afar. And he said something that really had a light bulb moment for me. He said, your goals should scare and inspire you at the same time.
Yeah.
Now, I'd never really heard that before. I'd never really thought about that before, but it was a shift in perspective for me. So even though there are many communications professionals out there, even though there are many Jamaicans who have been ahead of me, who have done amazing things, incredible things, like mind-bending things, I know there's no limit for me.
Yes.
Right?
Well,
I know they are not me.
And you have your own special touch and blueprint and fingerprint, right? And that is what makes you stand out. But that Mantella award, talk to us about that. For those who may not know what it is, how much of a big deal is it?
Oh, it's a massive deal. So last year, I'll step back a little bit. Last year, I was nominated in my city in Hamilton, Ontario, in Canada, as a woman of distinction. And that was amazing because the entire city is buzzing and they're all talking about it. And it's like, oh my God, right? But that was in a city. It's kind of like thinking about it. Maybe you think of Clarendon as opposed to Kingston. Now, this award is coming out of the city of Toronto, right? The applicants have sent in applications from all across the country. Now, when the applications came in, my category was the biggest. It had 243 people who submitted. And then to be in the top 3 for me was like, oh my God, this is phenomenal. And then to be at the event and to be the winner,
wow, that's a big deal.
A big deal.
Yeah.
It is a big deal.
But let me ask you though, you know, and congratulations to you, Kimesha, because that is really magnificent. But for somebody right now watching you this morning who is thinking of pursuing their big dreams, the ones that scare them and inspire them at the same time, they may be in Canada watching you right now. What would be your word of inspiration to them as how to get integrated and how to get started? Because sometimes, you know, moving to a new place, it can be daunting and it just can be a whole, oh my God, whirlwind. I don't know where to start. I don't know nobody. What would be your word of guidance to them in terms of to come, integrate, and succeed?
First things first, go for it. There is no quota on success, right? And if there's something for you where you feel like you could do more or you could be more with this life that you have, follow it, because that is what I did as well, right? Because in Jamaica, I was doing phenomenal work, and I started a charity in 2010. So while this award is talking about all my accolades and accomplishments in Canada and the BIPOC community, I've always looked out for the community and those that I feel that needed a little bit of upliftment. And while I was in Jamaica, I was doing great work, working with great brands. You've listed some of them. I actually helped to transform the Hyundai brand in Jamaica from where it was to where it is now. Because if you drive around Kingston or Jamaica, you see all these Hyundai vehicles, right? I helped to transform that brand with the work that I've done. But I felt like there was something else that was calling to me. I felt like there was something else that I needed to do. And even though I had all of that success, I had my charity, I was working with my alumni association as a volunteer, and it's pretty accomplished, right? But I couldn't ignore that calling. So if you have that, and if you know you can contribute something else, go for it. There's no quota on success. And then once you make that move and make that decision, it's now up to you to strategize. Because I'm a strategist by design. So I'm always thinking of a way to connect, of a way to make a difference. And getting into Canada, my alumni association, Clarendon College, was amazing. So I asked questions about, first of all, when I wanted to apply for jobs, they helped. When I wanted to figure out where exactly to go, there are associations, and from your country, wherever you are, that's like the first point of contact. But the curiosity, you need that. You need that to survive.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Your network is essential to your net worth.
Yes.
And you worked that very well. Thank you very much, Kimesha Walters.
All the best, Kimesha. Continued success.
All right. CEO of Oasis Integrated Communications, that's Kimesha Walters. After the break, we'll have a doctor in the house discussing how to protect your fertility. You won't want to miss that one. Stay with us.